and welcome back. My name is, as always, Pasadenazorro, and this is what I've decided to call the Stand the Test of Time series. I am playing Civilization V in the Gods and Kings expansion. I am playing on difficulty level 5. I am the French, and we are playing for all the marbles, as the cool kids say. So, when last you left your hero, that's me. I had just established my second city up here on this godforsaken coast, but it comes with pearls and ivory. We had met our continental... I have a text message. Our continental competitor, Harald Bluetooth of the Danish Empire. We got Copenhagen chilling out over here. Oh, they don't even know what we're going to do to them. They do not even know. So anyway, back to the game. So we've got that barbarian rampaging around right there. We don't want to bring the workers out until they are good and proper dead. The archer should be done in about 3 turns. And they're just going to run around like a bunch of nincompoops here. Right, so they're going to catch more arrows. I have to pause, and we are going to start researching... I'm going to have to go with... bronze working. I'm a real big fan of the spearmen early on in the game. Alright, so there should be... really? Alright. I even forgot they were there. I'm going to bring them up. They used to be scouts. That's why they can move and shoot in a hill. If you didn't remember. I didn't. So that should bring us up to a point where the warriors will be dead. I should say. They don't actually have warriors. They just have brutes. Oh, they have brutes. I don't know what sort of accent that was supposed to be. I'm going to churn out a warrior next. The archers are going to fortify, and I think I'm actually going to move the worker out. I think it's safe. Yep. Fly up. And here we go. So, unfortunately, Copenhagen occupies this really good spot on the coast. They get... horses, they get stone, they get cotton, deer, and pearls. I really wish it would stop doing that. Plus, they have cows and marble right below them. This is going to be a problem. More pearls, look at that. So, I think not too far in the future, I'm going to have to go and take Copenhagen to the mattresses here. They just have too many resources that I want, and this continent is too small. This is going to be like a 4-continent per... civ, 4-continent per civ. A 4-city per civ continent. I promise I can speak. And it's just not big enough for the both of us. This continent is just not big enough for the both of us. Oh god, I really want to go for ironworking, but I'm going to go for masonry first. I have to have those walls in order to resist the inevitable Danish siege. A siege of Danishes. Doesn't that just sound delicious? I wish I could get sieged by Danishes all the time. I really do. Okay, so they are done building a warrior, and now, since we developed bronze working, I'm going to construct a barracks. Wasn't that one of the first things that they told you to do in one of the original Warcrafts? You must construct a barracks. I think that's what they said. That always stuck out of my mind. I'm not sure why. I have a memory for really strange things like that. Okay, so as we can see, my archers are getting shot to pieces. I am going to retreat them so I don't lose them. Meanwhile, my warriors are going to be super sneaky and creep around the western side of those mountains. Because there's archers in them thar hills. And gold, as it happens. Yeah, they don't want anything to do with my warrior. And I can't say I blame them. Okay, so I want a workboat. I want to get those pearls ready. By the time that that workboat is finished building, the road should be most of the way there. Most of the way there, if not there. Then we'll be able to connect some ivory. And now it's time to lay a beat down. Boom! 46 points. Oh, that's so good. And ironworking went up to... I guess I had some extra last time I looked at it. Alright, well, what we're going to do is... Now, you know what? I'm going for it. Ironworking is just too cool for school. What I'm going to want to do, actually, as long as I'm talking about things I want to do, I am going to start moving my scouts. That should take care of them. I am going to start moving my scouts down and into these hills. That way I can kind of keep an eye on... Oh, see? That. If they're building a second city. So this is already going to be... Fuck! They have 3! When did that happen? Oh, God. Dear viewers, I have been lax in my vigilance. That is just not okay. Alright, but on the bright side, I do have a great profit, which is just A-okay by me. Alright, assholes. I'm gonna have to deal with them. That's what's gonna have to happen. Okay, so I'm gonna found a religion. I'm gonna do open terrain for them. I'm gonna heal since they can actually hurt me. Okay, what's my social policy? It's gotta be honor. If I'm going to war, I need my army to be good. I want salt. I see no salt anywhere. So they can stop complaining about it. They can stop being salty. Alright, so, if anybody watched my last series, all 2 of you, you know that the religion that I follow is Zorroastrianism. Good. Alright, so we've got 15% faster border growth. What would be good for this? This is going to be... I don't really see a whole lot of use here. That's not good because I'm not going to encounter that many people that soon. You know, in this particular case, I think initiation rites would be the best. There's going to be a small number of cities, but I think this would take too long. The number of turns it would take for this to amount to that is just going to be too high. So we're just going to go for the upfront 100 gold bonus. And we are also going to... Oh, can I... Yes, Holy Warriors. Absolutely. Holy Warriors is just too good. Alright, so... They continue building the road. I'm going to have to get another city out here. Probably here-ish. Get some wheat, get some horses, get the other ivory. One of the things you want to try to do, especially when you're, well, not especially when you're playing a computer opponent, when you're playing anybody. One of the things you want to do is, if you think you can get a monopoly on one sort of resource, you want to do that. So, taking a look over here, we can see that the Danes do not have any ivory, and that all of the ivory seems to be concentrated on my side of this continent. So I've already got control, or territorial control, of 3, here, here, and here. And so I'm going to need a city down here by this worthless expanse of desert, and also over here by the Barringer crater. No. For half a beat, I thought that maybe I should put a city around here, and so that I could collect the research from the Barringer crater, but no. Essentially, that's just the best way to put it. No. That's not what's on the menu. I can go south of that and pick up the cows and all this really fertile land down here with the fish. Bork, bork. Yeah. So, what we're going to do over here is we're going to build some walls. My archers are ready again, so I'm going to put them here. My warriors should be healed up. Give them one more turn. No rush. These guys aren't doing anything too bad. I've got an eye on them. Alright, so 5 more turns on that boat. I'm going to have my road built by then. And I'm only 2 hexes away. And that should be perfectly timed, as a matter of fact. Alright, now that I'm perfectly healed, I'm going to go over there and pick a fight. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, you know what? Change of plans. We're going to come down there, and we're going to hold you there. That way, next turn, you can move and shoot, instead of just getting caught out in the open and torn to pieces in melee by the spearmen. At least, that's the game plan. Maybe the Danes want to get in on this, too. Nope. Oh, boy. Nope. They are not happy with me. Okay. But, on the bright side, I can move into the hills and be like, hey, you! Catch! I've accumulated enough faith to... No, I don't. I have 35 faith. Although I am gaining 7 a turn. That's not too bad. It's a pretty good gain for this early in the game. The unit still needs orders. Or is it that just that lag? Yeah, just lag. Just lag. False alarm. False alarm. So, additionally, like I was saying earlier about trying to monopolize resources, that way you can trade for something, notice that he doesn't have any wheat. And that a city here will allow me to have all 3 wheat hexes. Now, there's nothing else I can really box him out of. He's got pearls, so do I. He has deer, so do I. He's got cotton. He has stone. I have stone up here. Not that I want to really build a city there, but hopefully I can expand some territory. I don't know if that's out of Paris's range, though. Thanks to the intervention of the Danish, I get the barbarian encampment. Haha. And the 16 gold and 8 culture, apparently, that goes with it. I'm going to shoot holes in those dudes. And the trade route is done with 2 turns to spare, as a matter of fact. So, what I want to do is provide my empire with resources I do not have. Seeing as how... well, I don't have deer, I don't have ivory. Ivory would produce the most money, I believe. Yep. So we're going to go and expand that over the deer, since everybody is growing, and we're losing money. So we need the gold more than we need the growth. Alright, so these guys are hurting pretty bad. They're going to run for the hills. And what should we give them? You know, I'm always a real big fan of the medic promotion. I really am. I think that can come in very handy. So some people are entering the medieval era. Okay, so another unit needs orders. We're going to... right, that's right. We're moving them down here. I should be able to survive anything if these spearmen decide to come at me instead of going for the Danish warrior. They should, as long as the purpose of a barbarian is to just run around and wreak havoc on people. That's what they ought to do, but they're not really going to get a chance to. Oh well, their loss. What I should have done is move them first. That's what I should have done. Okay. Anyway, so now I get to collect these pearls. That's going to give me an extra gold per turn and an extra happiness, since I've connected to a new luxury resource. And now, remember, for a moment, I almost decided to build a trireme in order to go and bombard their cities, since they are all coastal, during the inevitable war. However, triremes no longer have a ranged attack. They are a melee boat. So, don't build them for that purpose. They're still good, but just remember what you're building and why. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to build... oh god, their production sucks. Ugh. And there's not a whole lot I can do about it until these... well, F. Alright, well, I'm going to build a barracks. And the reason is that when that finishes building, I will only have one more city, since I'm going to build a settler here. One more city in which to build a barracks, and then I'll be able to build a heroic epic in Paris once I have the proper tech. I think it's philosophy? Question mark? Ooh. Oh my. Okay. That gets an oh my, but it doesn't get a George Takei oh my. I mean, a George Takei oh my is pretty surprising. It's like, oh my. But these guys can take them. They're not too surprised. They're not too surprised. They might be surprised. Alright, we're running. Lates, broski. They're going to go up there into the forest. That is completed. I now have money coming in. This is a wonderful change of pace. And I'm now going to connect the deer to my trade network. That way, I'm providing the maximum benefit to the empire as a whole. Alright. So, one of the other things I wanted to remind anybody, in case there was a question, is always, 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 when you have the option, shoot with your units first. Clearly, the city could have just wiped them off the map, but you would not have gotten the XP bonus for having your archer do it. So it can shoot first, clearly, at a unit that's at full health, because the city's not going to wipe them out piecemeal. But remember, if you have a choice, shoot with the unit first, so that you just get the free experience from bombarding. At this point, most of these are pretty quick, I am going to build... What am I going to build? Leads to engineering. Leads to I'm going to go to this one because I think it leads to the heroic epic. The heroic epic gives your all units built in that city the morale bonus, which gives you plus 15% combat strength, which is just huge. So make sure that you build it. It is worthwhile, but no, don't fortify. Shoot them. So make sure that you build it. Whoa! Whoa! Hello, Iron. How are you? That's only 2 of it, but shit. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Oh my god. I'm going to build right here. I'm going to get to be on a river. I should... Oh, that's going to get everything. Oh, that's going to get everything. Oh, this is going to be the best. They're going to be so mad at me. Oh, they're going to be like, oh, we covet your lands. And I'm going to be like, eat a dick. You can keep coveting my lands. I have all the iron. Do they have any iron? No, they don't. Well, they're gonna grab that, but they don't yet. And that's what matters. I got there first. I was mining. I'm gonna be mining iron before it's cool. I'm like the hipster blacksmith, the Hipsmith, if you will. Oh, almost built it in the wrong place. Don't go that way. That would be bad. I am the Hipsmith. Yeah, I like it. I like that a lot. Okay, so now that I remembered not to build in a terrible position, actually, can... Let's see, 2, 3... How far away? Because if I build here, then the iron is 3 hexes away. I forget, this is why I'm a baddie. So, okay, so it can go 1, 2, 3 hexes away. This is 1, 2, 3 hexes away. Perfect, we're building it right there, and we're going to totally just skank their chances of getting wheat and iron and ivory and up. This is going to be just spectacular. As for this, there's not a whole lot to really do up here. I don't have guilds, so I can't build a trading post, so that's what's going to go on the tundra. But for now, they're just going to need to grow faster. So a farm on the 1 plains. Orleans, and I'm sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Is it Orleans? Or I'm not even going to embarrass myself trying. I say that even though I just did. I'm not going to embarrass myself further by continuing to try, I should say. But I'm... Again, not quite sure how to pronounce that, so please somebody come and school me. I got really schooled on my first little series on everything Celtic. I made the mistake of saying that Boudica was Irish, and the internet was not pleased. The tubes were quite unhappy with my ignorance. But it's okay. It's okay. They hated with love. That's the important thing to remember. They hate with love. Alright, so now that I have philosophy, I can build now that I have philosophy, I have the option of researching. God, can I even speak? Now that I have writing, I have the option of researching philosophy, which does not get me what I want. But drama and poetry, no, that doesn't get me it either. Damn! Okay, hold on a second. We gotta look at this thing now. So, for anybody who doesn't know, if you're looking around in your science thing, you're like, oh, you know, it tells me this is what it does, but I don't really know where it leads. Open technology tree. It's helpful. I'm a loser for not doing it sooner. So, the yellow is what we've already researched. The green is what is currently researchable, and then the black is, you can see that, for instance, currency, you have to do mathematics. For engineering, you have to do mathematics and construction. So right now we are looking for heroic epic. Although actually, I'm a tard. Heroic epic is already available, isn't it? Yep, it is. Wonderful. Oh God, I am such a noob. Okay, in that case, I'm going to go to philosophy because they have the faith building, and because I took holy warriors as my religious enhancement, that means that I'm going to be able to buy military units. I should say pre-industrial land units with faith. And so I want to be able to really churn out some faith here so that I can just get units for free and allow my cities to focus on things like building buildings, for example. Go figure. Alright, so actually, there we go. That's the right distance. So over here, what I'm going to do, I want a little bit more on the melee front. I don't want to be just archers because they'll get cut down. I will accept this embassy. There's no harm in it. They get shut down if we go to war. Whoa. Ho. Speaking of going to war and a great general. Oh, yeah, I know how this movie ends. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to prepare for the siege. The siege of the Danish. I'm going to move the warriors out, and I'm going to move the archers into Orleans. That way they'll be able to bombard from safety. Yep. See, I told you this would happen. I told you and you didn't believe me. They covet the lands I currently own. Now, I don't want to pick a fight with them just yet, because they've got a lot of catapults, and I do not. So I will tell them this, and then secretly we're going to start ramping up for war. Yeah. I will abide by that treaty. Oh, man, that's a lot of them. I will not build any new cities by them. I will take their cities from them! Oh, it's going to be great. They're never going to see it coming, unless, like, somebody tells them. So don't tell them, because that would just be the worst. And I would be like, why are the people watching my video doing this to me? I'm just trying to provide them entertainment. And they're going and foiling my plans. I would have gotten away with it, too. If it wasn't for my viewers and their pesky subscriber. That pesky subscriber. All 4 of them. Oh, boy. Yep. Of all the... Like, if I could make a list of people that are pleased with me, the Danish are at the bottom. My scouts are just going to get raffle stomped out there. I'm going to move them back. That way the archer at least gets a 15% bonus temporarily. We are going to... Oh, that was stupid of me. Alright, well, whatever. Can't fix it now. I'm going to try to rush and... Actually, screw that. I'm going to buy an archer with faith. You gotta have faith. Alright, the warrior over here is fully healed. I'm going to move them up... Where? Yeah, I'm going to try to get them up to Orleans. They are going to guard the gold, since that's providing a lot of bonus for me. I'm going to take accuracy 1 on these guys, because we've got just open terrain a lot over here. I've got a feeling they will try to... well, they're going to go for the gold mine if they come at me. So they're going to be trapped on open terrain over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move them back so that most of them have to try to come over the river to fight them. Obviously not the catapult, but hopefully a pair of warriors will be able to dispatch that thing with some covering fire from the archer. They still need orders. Okay, so we're going to build a camp. Hopefully they'll just turn around. I don't want to go in there. Hopefully they'll just leave. And they're just doing drills like North Korea does to South Korea. You know what? I'm actually kind of hoping that they'll lay siege to me, because this will allow me to act as the victim in all of this. And really, I think my country needs that sort of morale boost. Yep, there it is. Oh, he's wearing his helmet. It's not on the boat anymore. Oh, you fucking tool. I'm gonna strangle you with your own fake fox. Oh, you will pay for this in time, homeboy. Whoa! Whoa! What is that? Oh dear. Well, I'm about to be mightily embarrassed. Okay, I do not think I have the capacity to stop that from happening. I certainly do not. There is no circumstance under which I can... Yep. They have 3 catapults set up, and Lyon doesn't even have a wall. Oh dear. Well, that's unfortunate. So remember when I said that I'm going to show you how to win? Yeah, about that. That might be a little bit more tenuous than I originally anticipated. Yep, there goes my city with my Oh, God, I'm gonna... Okay. Alright, smartass. Here we go. You and me. Let's have some words. We're gonna have all the words. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring them down, and we're gonna attack that catapult. Those catapults are the key to victory. We're gonna fortify them. That's built. I think they're not safe. What am I saying? Okay. So what I'm gonna do now? Well, what I have to do is I have to move these guys out, and then I will bombard those warriors, and then I'm going to buy another archer, and I'm just going to start using my faith here in order to bolster my forces. That's what's up. And that's how we're going to win this. Alright? We're going to stay with this for a little bit longer. As a matter of fact, you know what? Maybe I'm going to call it here. I think this is a good place. This is a good cliffhanger. So, Harald Bluetooth, who is actually in the lead, somehow, is currently laying siege to me. My town is resisting them bravely, but there's only one dude in there. If I take it, they'll probably get wiped out. But we're going to make them pay for it. And then we're going to come roaring back and just wipe them off the face of my green earth. So, my name is Pasadenazorro. Thank you once again for watching. Like it, subscribe it if you really liked it, and I will see you later.